It's a really quick distance, and I think you're going to be totally surprised. What? Oh yeah, what's this distance? Where are we going? Is there going to be food? It's the distance as a mom between when you're doing totally great and going completely crazy. You know? So this video is called How to Lose Your Mind in 10 Easy Ways. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Danielle, I do one or two of these things and I'm perfectly sane. And that's the surprising thing. It's not so much one thing standing alone. It's when you start combining them. And when you combine all 10, people around you are going to be getting popcorn and watching. All right, nobody needs to see chocolate chips in my teeth. I'm Danielle Hogan. This is Hogan Life, and we talk about everything mom related. And you know what is very much a mom subject is being able to do everything we do as moms without going totally crazy. So I want you to listen hard to these 10 things I think you're gonna find. Number 10 is really surprising, and tell me how close you are to losing your mind. Number 1, you're a mom, always stick to the plan. The plan is not made to be broken. You make a plan that seems good at the time, and that plan is meant to be adhered to. Stick with it. Number 2, if you are homeschooling, always finish the books. I mean, you purchase those books, they should be finished. What if in the last few pages of those books, your children are going to learn something that they will not learn in any other book? So it would be really perfectly wasteful to neglect those last few chapters. Number 3, okay, make sure you do this one. Never let your house get messy. You know, you want your house clean. It's just so uncleanly to have dirt and mess. So even if you have a lot of other priorities, you have kids who need you, you have a husband, and you have lots of responsibility. If necessary, don't sleep, don't take breaks, and don't be reasonable about this because it's a really slippery slope to slobdom. And 4 goes right along with that. Do not let your kids get dirty, all right? Because if they're outside and there's dirt on them, they will come inside and they will take that dirt and they will bring it inside and it will track on your floors, those dirty hands, and they will touch your walls. I know it's hard to hear, you guys. They will touch your white wall. They also will do that with food. So do not let them eat food that's dirty or sticky, you know, and make sure you have those wet wipes. Always wipe their hands, always wipe their faces. Kids should be clean because then, well, they're nice to look at. And if they're nice to look at, other people will think that you're super put together. And then of course, if they are clean and tidy, you can post pictures of them on any and all social media sites. And if they look tidy in those pictures, people will think that they're happy. And if they're happy, of course, they'll think your life is perfect, which is what we're going for. And 5, sign up for everything. All sports, all church events, all activities, all lessons. You want your kids to be not only well educated, but well rounded. You want them to learn how to bowl and how to do baseball and soccer and piano and guitar and drums and voice lessons. You should sign them up for everything. It's just, it's a really good thing to do. 6, let your kids go to bed late. Let them pick the time they go to bed. It's fine. They don't want to go to bed early. And of course they make the best decisions, especially when they're tired. And they make everybody else's life so pleasant when they're tired. Yeah. This might seem silly, but you have to spend a lot of time indoors, not outside. Outside is risky. There's dirt and sunshine and animals, and they might touch slimy things or put toads in their pockets or bring crickets inside the house and let them go. And they might just bring ladybugs, but then the ladybugs are literally flying around in your house and you want them outside. Number 8 is a really important one for going crazy. You need to compare yourself with other moms. Always compare yourself. Look on Pinterest and just look at what other moms are doing and what they look like and how perfect their kids are, and compare yourself. How will you grow if you're not comparing yourself to everyone? Especially if you're homeschooling, look at all those perfectly laid out homeschool rooms, because if the homeschool rooms are perfect, the kids must be learning so much, right? Number 9, don't expect too much from your kids. They're just kids. They make mistakes. They do stupid things. Don't expect them to help out around the house or to be kind to each other or to be respectful to you. They're kids. You can't expect them to learn all those things so young. And really, if they're helping you around the house, they're really inefficient and it just takes extra long. So it's better anyway if you just get it all done. Number 10, you really want to make sure you do this. You have to be really serious. All right. Don't be silly. Don't be weird, and don't be too willing to laugh and play. Be serious, because life is serious and we should treat things seriously so our kids know how serious life is. It's filled with responsibility and danger and regret, and we really want them to be super prepared. So you want to make sure they feel the weight of life really, really early. So be serious. I gotta get my snack. All right. Whew, that was tough to get through. I was trying to keep a straight face, but that was really hard. Just think about those 10 things and think about how many you're actually doing, because really, if you group them together for too long a time, you will start to feel like you're losing your sanity. And that is something we don't want to lose as moms. We want to keep all those little sane pieces. I'm going to reiterate those 10 points, but not in jest. Number 1, the plan is great, but you have to be flexible as a mom. I think you know this. Sometimes it's hard when you really have fallen in love with your plan. This is truly a non-negotiable in parenting. Number 2, if you're homeschooling, the curriculum is meant to serve you. You do not need to finish the books. Retire them. I give you permission to let it go. Number 3, if you have kids, your house should have a little mess in it. I don't mean be gross. I try not to be gross myself, but you want your house to be a happy house. You want your house to be a lived-in house, a house that feels alive, not because there's mold or creepy crawly creatures in the corners, but because you have a little bit of mess that comes with people. Number 4, children should be dirty. That is my opinion. Not everyone feels the same, but when they are allowed to really get sticky, use all of their senses to learn, when they're allowed to be outside for prolonged periods of time and experience the world around them, they are happy. And if they bring in a little mess, oh well. Number 5 is also very much my opinion, but I think you should sign up for as little as possible. This is controversial. Give your kids experiences, but some of the best experiences are when you are all together experiencing something. And that doesn't mean we don't do sports. It doesn't mean we're doing karate right now, but we try not to make it so crazy that we don't get to spend any time together as a family. And guys, listen, come in really close. Don't ever let the world around you spin you this lie that your kids are missing out, because they could miss out on so much and it wouldn't be missing out. But what they shouldn't miss out on is you, their mommy. Number 6, I'm a firm believer in giving your kids a bedtime, even if it's just a time to go into their room and to settle down, to read books, a little bit more time for you as a parent to have a little quiet in the house. This is important for me. It's been transitional since I am going into having older kids, and they do stay up later, a lot later. With my older kids, I say, let's just hang out, but mom duty is done. So let's just have fun together. I am trying to spend more time outdoors. Outside is really a place where you can reset your mind frame and your perspective, enjoy the beauty of outside things like pine needles, ordinary things, and like crocodiles in the clouds. Really, guys, do not compare yourself. There are plenty of opportunities all the time to compare yourself with moms who look like they have it all together. But truth be told, as a mom who works really, really hard to do things right, I don't have it all together. And the perfect things you see on my channel, they don't include the noise. And the noise in my house is deafening. So let's just not compare ourselves. Let's just try to be the best version of ourselves. And of course, number 9, you need to expect good behavior from your kids. They are amazing. They are super smart individuals who can learn so rapidly. In fact, they are learning at such a rapid pace. It is beyond what we are learning at. They can certainly learn to behave well, to be respectful, and to treat each other kindly. And they can learn to do chores, and they can learn to pick up after themselves. It's not easy. It takes a lot of work and a lot of constancy. Be silly, be playful, be funny, be weird. Do not take life too seriously. Do not take yourself too seriously. You have to be able to laugh at yourself. And that is one of the things I really want to teach my children, to be able to laugh at themselves, because it is so much easier to get offended and hurt and just basically angry over the things that people say and will say inevitably in life. If you cannot laugh at yourself and laugh at them, laugh at the quirks of other people. I don't mean like laugh at them. I just mean, you know what I mean. If you don't know what I mean, whatever. Laugh at them. Remember, no one can mom your kids like you. We are here being sane and being silly. I'll see you next time.